Hello and welcome to Pole Identity. Today we will be going through 3 basic tricks that will help make your pole dance routines more flowy and connected. I will be going through the basics first and then also showing some variations to all 3 tricks to help you find inspiration to explore more. Alright, let's get started. Trick number 1 is the one and only pirouette. It is literally the most important trick you should master, explore, and never ever stop practice, and I mean it. Never stop. It has endless variations, it has endless storytelling potential, different levels, different speed, connecting stuff, telling something just by the Never stop playing with that, okay? And we will first go through the absolute basics of the pirouette, and then I will give you some tips on how to make it easier to master, and then I will also show some of the variations of it. But I will probably film the whole video later on just talking about the pirouettes, because they are the best, promise. Okay, so let's go through the absolute basic of the pirouette. We will be having our weight on our right leg and using our right hand to do the pirouette. So with the weight on this leg, and this is just like resting, we will take our hands from the normal position, we will change it without losing the contact with the pole, so that we have our thumb facing down to the floor, and like kind of this part of your hand will be put into the pole here, and from here I will be pushing kind of with this part of my hand, pushing towards the pole, so I can push myself underneath my hand or arm, and here I can like grab a little bit to help myself with my fingers and continue, and then I will be facing the pole again. From here, because this is not the best grip, I will quickly turn my hand around to make a normal grip, but do it without losing the contact with the pole. Okay, so it was the arm movement. What happens with the rest of the body? Because it's not just the arm that would take you around, it will also be your body positioning, your weight distribution, and your hip movement. Your weight is on the same leg as the arm that is rotating you. So we're working now with the right arm, then your weight is on the right leg. So we have our quite uncomfy position with the arm, and I will initiate the movement with like the hand and the arm, so it's kind of like a pull to start the movement away from the pole. So here it comes, and from here I will help myself a lot with my hips kind of drawing a circle, so from my left hip drawing a circle to come around. So again, the arm, the hip, and then I'm coming under, and here it's quite an uncomfy position, and to help yourself finish the rotation, you will be grabbing your pole somewhere here. When it kind of starts like you're feeling off balance, here you can already grab the pole and push yourself around the rest of the circle. So again, we are here, we will push away with the arm, continue with the hips, and here we will a bit off balance, grab the pole, and with the hips and with the arm, finish the rotation. So the hips kind of continue the rotation, and the arm helps you stabilize by grabbing the pole. And don't forget to switch over to normal grip to finish the whole movement. And the faster you do it, the more fluent and smooth it becomes. Unless you fall off balance, of course. Okay, so that was one super basic variation of a pirouette. I will be showing you another one right now, out of a million, but also a basic thing to learn, and it's the pirouette, but in the opposite direction, okay? So we will be, to see the difference, we will be using the same leg, the same arm, but instead of going here, we will be now going towards you guys, so in the opposite direction. And I want to show it to you to explain the difference in the hand movement. So instead of our kind of thumbnail facing down like here, now we will be, from the normal grip, facing with the inside of the palm towards the ceiling, going through each and every finger. So from normal grip, you let it go, you let go of the thumb, and you go through all of your fingers, and together with your hands you continue the movement to place it in a normal grip again. So you see, it's kind of just goes through, and here you have to move around, and then you grip again. Okay? So it's quite different from this one, but it's also something I think you should learn to be able to do the pirouettes in both directions. Okay, so that was two basic techniques of your best ever pole trick, the pirouette. So it was 2 of a million, and I will most probably be doing a whole video on just that, because it's so much more I want to tell you about how to do it nicely, how to be able to do it quick or many times. But just to inspire you, try to play around with it, because as I said, you can do it like super quick, you can do it very slow, and it will give completely another expression to the movement. You can do it low, you can use your hands to add some accent to the movement. You can use your both hands and yeah, you just can play around so much with it, it's endless. So have fun. And we go on to the next trick. Trick number 2 is fan kick. It's probably the easiest trick to impress people with because people get so impressed. I don't understand. I do understand it a bit, but it's a very easy way to make your audience go like, wow, you can do stuff. But also, even if you're like more advanced, it's a very good way to give speed to your choreo, to move yourself around, or just kind of give it in a quick and easy way, like more volume, let's say. So let's go through the basics of the fan kick. So the basics of the fan kick is, with your arms, you will be hugging your pole with all the love you got for it. So your inside arm, the left one, is grabbing the pole close to the face, and you will be pushing your arm towards your chest. So you kind of want to like lock it in. And the second hand will be slightly above the first one. So you have this very stable grip where you can hang, but you will not have to hang that long. What you want to do is to place your inside hip, my left one in this case, a little bit in front of the pole to help you around so you don't get stuck. Then imagine yourself like drawing a circle with your left hip. So it will be going up and around and down. That's the movement. So just the hip. It will take you over. Okay? So the inside one goes up, turns it around, and then the outside one joins in to the party. And that's the whole technique of a step. But then obviously you want to add your legs. And here, to make it less heavy, don't like start kicking out them already here. You can start when you just pass like kind of the half of the height. So when you're in front of the audience, here you can kick them out. Because if I kick them out already here, it looks nice, but it's much more heavy. So start small. You can also start with just bended legs. At least both of them follow the same kind of style. It will also look cool. For example, this is also a very nice fan kick to do. So playing around with that. So the demonstration time. You take your hand here, grab with the other hand and go around. All the way around. The more momentum you give, the easier it will be to come over. But remember, it's always this hip that comes out from the pole, ba-bam, and around. Yeah, and if you want to do it with bended legs, it can also look very nice. Another tip is to, when you almost landed, try to give an extra twist with your hips. I will show you the difference. So this is just landing, and I'm kind of stuck here. But if I want to come around all the way, then I will be, when I passed over and about to land, I will give a twist with my hips to make it look like this. All right, and the last one, it's a step around. Very easy to do. You've got a lot of information, so let's just keep it easy for the last one. But it's a very good one to transport you from one side to another and to transport you from one movement to another. Good to have. So it goes basically like this. We will be starting from the same side as we did. And here my inside arm will be grabbing the pole in a normal grip, quite high for the basic version of it. And my weight will be on the inside leg, on the left one. So I'm standing here. And from here I will be moving my weight a little bit outside to give it a momentum. So maybe here. And from here I will be opening my other leg and arm, taking a big step, and then getting the other leg to the other side of the pole. So I'm literally stepping around the pole. Okay, so let's go again a little bit faster. Weight on the inside, grabbing with the inside arm, opening up, and here you can open up the whole leg or just partly. We open up and we go around and we get our second leg to the other side of the pole. Again, open, come around. So all the three tricks I showed you can be used separately or in a combination or as a transition one into another. So try to practice them separately and then put them together into one choreo that you try to master. For example, if you start with a step around, you can go straight into a pirouette, and from here take a step and do a fan kick. Another pirouette, another step around, and from here another fan kick. And you can just keep going and going and going. Try to pick a song and then just like do those three tricks for the whole song. And you will find a lot of fun variations that you can take with you for your future choreos.